Well, hey there, everybody. It's me, Esther Bartkiw. It is November 6th, 2020. I am here with an energy update, a special announcement just for you, and then also I have channeled 4 personal messages to relay to help you navigate the cosmic waters. So, first of all, good news. All right, this is the energy update. I know life has been crazy this year, and the last couple of months have been pretty intense because I think just everybody's just like tired. It's like, when is this going to end? When is this going to resolve? There's a fatigue that has set in, and a lot of it has to do with what's happening in the world, but also the alignments in the cosmos were contributing. But good news. Come the middle of this month, November, we are going to have some cosmic relief. Thank goodness. Now, we're not going to be out of the woods yet, right? I'm still receiving, as many astrologers are receiving. Remember, I'm an energy reader, not an astrologer. That things are really not going to turn around till end of January, February, March. But coming around the middle of this month, we are going to have some relief, thank goodness. And why? Because we've got a new moon happening in the sign of Scorpio, and this is a friendly new moon. Okay, it has beautiful aspects for love and romance and for relationships, for fun and socializing, for pleasures, for getting outside, for being with people. I mean, do what you can. There's different situations all around the world, but it's a very light, lively, fun new moon. So that's going to kind of wake us up. But also, that's going to be happening the 14th. Okay, so then November 13th, the day before, Mars has been retrograde, right, in Aries for months now, but it is going to station to turn direct, and thank goodness, because Mars in retrograde has really made action hard. Everything has been taking extra effort. There's such a slowdown to everything. If you've been in business or an entrepreneur, you'll just notice everything is taking longer. You can't get a hold of clients. People are saying, I'll talk to you later. You might be doing events and people are not signing up. It's just been really slow moving, like we're moving through mud. But when Mars stations begins to turn direct, now Mars, the warrior, the action taker, is back in the groove and moving, and we are going to notice a pickup in every area of our life, all right, which is really exciting. You'll see movement. You'll see movement and progress. Thank goodness. This is what we need. Now, also a couple of days ago, Mercury turned direct. So by the time Mars is ready to turn direct, Mercury is going to be in full motion. And there's just going to be a lot of, we're moving again. We're moving again. All right. And it's going to be welcomed, whether it's a personal or business movement. Much welcome. So big relief coming. You know, start breathing, start getting ready, fortify yourself. Stressful situations are going to start to ease. Okay, and even a little bit of wiggle room is going to help all of us. Got a little wind coming. My camera's kind of wobbling, so I'm watching it a little bit. Now, I will keep you posted. I do the infographics on social media with often daily energy updates, like key points for you to clue into. And then I will also keep us posted through my newsletter and videos just like this. And then at the end of the month, we have a lunar eclipse. Yes, we're heading back into eclipse season. Lunar eclipse, November 30th. December 14th, the solar eclipse, which is a total solar eclipse. And then December 21st, we have solstice. We have the great conjunction happening in the sky. I know a lot of people are talking about it. We've got a big energy portal opening November 30th to December 21st. And eclipses that's that game-changing energy. And so my big announcement before I get to the personal messages is, for years, I have been holding eclipse energy events. And then for the last 2 eclipses, I have not. I just needed to realign and to regroup and just to ensure that I am on the highest timeline for myself, right? Myself first, and then to be able to be a benefit for everybody. I have spent this year doing that. And I got the call that it is time to do the eclipse events again. Plus, a number of you have been asking me, Esther, please bring that back because we love it so much. And I am. It is going to start November 30th. And there are 8 phases to this eclipse event. It's actually bigger and better than ever. So we're going to do a live lunar eclipse energy transmission call, live solar eclipse call, live solstice conjunction call. All right. I'm going to do distant energy healing minimum 3 times a day for the full 22 days. You're going to get email energy updates to me exclusive to our group participants, which means I tune into our group energy and I ask, what does this particular group need to know at this time? All right, so we're going to do the email energy updates. Of course, you know that I track Schumann resonance, so I will continue to track it exclusive for us, let you know what is going on. And brand new to this program, on the 8 days leading up to solstice, we are individually and energetically as a group. I'm going to guide you through 8 ceremonies and rituals that are ancient traditions that are used by ancient cultures, indigenous cultures, to prepare for solstice so that we can be in the greatest receiving mode for the energies pouring out of the sky at the end of this year. Okay, so because the end of this year is very, very important to each of us individually, but also to the world, the global scene, humanity, as to, you know, which timeline track that we are moving on to. And then in that solstice call, I am going to take everybody through. It is it's an ancient tradition. A lot of indigenous cultures also do this. It is an egg ceremony to help to clean your energy field, your auric field, your mind, body, and energy field. So there's 8 different phases to this program. I'm going to put a link below where you can check out all the details. I have information there about what eclipses are and why they are so important and why you want to consciously work with this information. The sign up is there as well. Of course, sign up early so you're ready to go. And if you have any questions about this event, let me know. I'll be talking about it more as we move forward towards the end of the month, but it starts November 30th. All right. Okay, so here are the personal messages that came through. So what do I do when I get these personal messages? I sit down, I meditate, I ask the beings of light that I work with, the people who read my material, watch my videos, who this gets passed along to, what is it that they specifically need to know? I got 4 points. All right. So the first one is, and this is something that has come up in several of these energy updates already this fall. There are a number of you who are making big changes in your life, right? You are heading on this track and then all of a sudden you're like, I'm going there. All right. So big changes, unexpected changes, radical changes, but it felt really right for you. It's like, I've done it. It was good. I love it, but it's time for me to move on. All right. And this has been happening probably since about July. And for those of you who have really been taking steps in regards to this feeling, this intuitive hit that you need to make this big change, right around now, you may be having a crisis of faith. Did I do the right thing? Because everything has been so slow moving. And the message that came through is don't back down now. Don't back down now. Once Mars moves direct, okay, so it might not happen exactly on November 14th, but once that Mars moves direct and Mercury is back in direct, you will begin to experience the benefits and the rewards of your efforts. You will begin to see progress, okay, which is encouraging. And then by the end of July and February and March, it will really start to come together, and you're going to look back and you're going to say, I'm glad I stuck with it. I'm really glad that I stuck with it. Okay, so be encouraged. All right, now for other people, some of you are in this kind of in-between stage. It's sort of how I would say, it's like, what do I do? What do I do? All right, so you're in that in-between stage. You're neither here nor there. You might feel like you've got too many possibilities, or you're being pulled in different directions. You're only being pulled because you're allowing yourself to be pulled. So stop, pause, ground, regroup, breathe. And then the message is, use both your mind and your heart to make a decision. So use research, use your knowledge, use logic, use your intellect, but also let your heart lead. Tap into your intuitive hits. Allow the guidance that you receive to also guide and direct you. Use both of them together, all right? But this calming down to focus so that you can move into mind body, so you're not going like this anymore, is really important. And then I was also asked to address anxiousness, because there's a lot of people who are anxious right now because of the world situation and the uncertainty. And even people who don't find themselves usually anxious are feeling this way. You can use coping skills like food and drink and drugs and shopping and gambling and smoking and all of that. Ooh, sorry, I got an itchy nose out here. And you can use all of those coping skills to deal with the anxiousness, but we know ultimately that is not going to do you any good. In fact, it can be quite destructive. So start to create some emotional management tools that are supportive of you, that will help you through this time. Okay, we know, I always say breathing, just stopping and breathing for 5 minutes. Whatever breathing style is perfect for you, because when your body has that big sigh, it feels so good. You feel so calm. You feel so grounded. Give that to your body. If you can get outdoors in the sunshine, let the sun, the rays of the sun, the energy from the sun, let it heal you. Let it love you. Let it nurture you. Okay? If you can get your bare feet on the ground, I'm in bare feet right now. Get your bare feet on the ground. Get your bare belly on the ground. Do what you can. Be in a body of water. Look how gorgeous that water is. And here it's not so cold right now. And allow nature to really nurture you. Okay? So yeah, use both your head and your heart for those people who are in the in-between stages. Okay, long-term goals. This was really interesting that came up. So many people have avoided making any long-term goals because of the uncertainty of this year. And I get it. I have stopped making long-term goals as well. And yes, of course, it's good to be present in the moment and responding to what's happening, but it's also good to have long-term goals. Right? Because when you set it, or you have an intention, or you envision what you want to create, you are already starting to create an energetic pathway to make it so. All right. So if you've been holding off on making any time of long-term goals, whether it's a year out or 5 years out or 10 years out, after the middle of this month, start making them. Just gently in your mind, ooh, I want to do this, or ooh, this would be so great, or it's time to do this. Start making, intending, holding in your vision, in your energy field, those long-term goals. Okay? So this came across as very important. So I'm just telling you what I'm getting. And then the fourth piece was just really at the end, a message that came through. I'm going to just read exactly what came through. So it was just, dear ones, be gentle with yourself. You are shedding many layers right now, stripping away all that you are not. It can be uncomfortable at times. You are rediscovering yourself, who you truly be. From now until the end of the year, focus on self. Focus on yourself. This is the best way for you to lift yourself up to your higher timeline, to the higher light, and to be of assistance to all of humanity. And what does focusing on self mean? It means that, of course, take care of your tasks and your duties and your responsibilities. But when you have that time, focus on you. Do your inner work. Do what brings you joy. Do what brings you pleasure. Okay? Do things to raise your personal vibration. Okay, so let's say you came home from work and you looked at the kitchen and you saw that there was all kinds of dirty dishes, and you're thinking, oh my God, I don't want to do dirty dishes right now. And then you look outside and it's sunny and it's gorgeous, and your inner being and your body and every part of you is saying, let's go for a walk, let's go for a walk, let's go for a walk. Leave the dishes, take care of you, go for a walk. Because when you come back, you will be in a better mood, a better mindset, a better vibration to zip through those dishes, and it's not a problem. It's not the ugh that it was before. All right? And maybe taking care of yourself is going to be to join us for the Eclipse event coming up on November 30th. Right now, I'm working with an amazing group of people. We're doing the Boost Your Self-Confidence self-esteem event, and it is in the early stages, but that first module, it really was an eye-opener consciously for a lot of people. So do your inner work, whether it's on your own or joining a group or with your friends, and focus on yourself. All right, that's everything for now. When the next update comes in, I will be sure to get it to you. Link below for the Eclipse event. And of course, watch for the daily energy updates, the infograms on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. All right. So I know I did this on purpose so that you could see. I'm standing on my balcony at my current apartment. I'm in Savtat, Croatia, which is just north of the border in Montenegro. Just south of Dubrovnik, maybe 16 kilometers. And it is, I think it's like a resort village. I can tell that during touristic season, during summer season, this is probably the most magnificent place to be. Right now it's very quiet, very sleepy. Almost everything is closed, although I do have my favorite cafe, which I will be heading to shortly. And honestly, at night before I go to bed, I step out on the balcony. I can hear the waves lapping. It's dark, so I see all the stars in the sky. Right now, Mars just red in the sky. I got to see the beautiful full moon from my balcony. It just really makes me happy. It brings me joy. It is very quiet, but it's a little too quiet for me right now, to be honest with you. But when I sit down, all I keep hearing is, you need to rest right now, Esther. Okay, there's big things to come, especially for us light warriors. And if you're watching this, I know you're a light warrior. So when you are given a situation to rest, please rest, because often that means that you're going to be called to action soon, and the resting is important. All right. So I'm going to wish you adieu from, I should find out how to say that in Croatia, from Savtat. Have an amazing day, everybody. Love you lots. Mwah. Ciao, Bellas.